If I take a look at this question, it says find the LCM and the HCF of 18 and 24 using prime factor trees and a Venn diagram. So if I take a look at 18 first, I have to find two numbers that multiply together to give me 18. I have 2 and 9. 2 is a prime number, so I circle that. And any two numbers that multiply together to give me 9, I have 3 and 3. Both of those are prime numbers, so I circle those. I then have to write the product of primes, which is 2 times 3 times 3. With 24, I have to do the same thing. Any two numbers that multiply together to give me 24. I've got 2 and 12. 2 is a prime number, so I circle that. Two numbers that multiply together to give me 12 is going to be 2 and 6. Again, 2 is a prime number. And I carry on two numbers that multiply together to give me 6. I have 2 and 3. Both of those are prime numbers. I then write out my product of primes, 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. So I've done the first bit, which is finding the product of primes using a prime factor tree. I now have to find the LCM and the HCF using a Venn diagram. So if I do my Venn diagram, 18 and 24, I've got a 2 with the 18. I've also got a 2 in the 24. So I cross those out. They both share a 2, so that goes in the middle. I then have a 3 in the 18. There's also a 3 in the 24. I cross those out. That goes in the middle. I have another 3 in the 18, but there's no more 3s in the 24, so I have to write that separately in the 18 section. I have two numbers left on the 24. Both of those are 2s. There's no more 2s on the 18, so I cross those out and write those in. To find my highest common factor, that's the biggest number that both 18 and 24 can be divided by, I multiply this middle section. So that's 2 times 3, which is 6. So my highest common factor, the biggest number that both 18 and 24 can be divided by, is 6. The lowest common multiple are all of the numbers multiplied together. So that's 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. So the LCM, the lowest common multiple, is going to be 72. Here's a question for you to have a go at. Press pause and we'll run through it in a few seconds. Okay, if we take a look at this one. If we take 24 first, to make the product of primes for 24, I have 2 and 12. 2 is a prime number. I have 2 and 6. Again, 2 is a prime number. And I have 2 and 3. Both are prime numbers. So that's 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Then if I take a look at 36, I have 3 and 12. 3 is a prime number. I've got 2 and 6. 2 is a prime number. 2 and 3. Both of those are prime numbers. So that's 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Please notice when I write out the product of primes, they are in number order. I do the smallest number first and then the numbers increase. Okay, now to do the second part. Here's my Venn diagram. I have my 24 and my 36. I have a 2 in the 24. I also have a 2 in the 36, so that goes in the middle. I have another 2 in the 24 and another 2 in the 36. That goes in the middle. I have a third 2 in the 24, but no 2s in the 36, so that goes on the 24 side. I have a 3 on the 24, a 3 in the 36. That goes in the middle. And then finally I have 1 3 in the 36, which goes in the 36 section. Right, to find my highest common factor, remember that's just this middle bit here. I multiply all of those numbers together, so that's 2 times 2 times 3. 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12. My highest common factor is 12. My lowest common multiple is all of those numbers multiplied together. So that's 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. And again, that's 72. That's my lowest common multiple.